Exclusive contract from Feilu Novel Network Novel. Man in the Night. Opening Yatares Summoner Lin Feng was reborn into the world of Kamen Rider's Holy Blade. Activate the armor system and start the ultimate summoner of Yatares.Lord of Truth. In front of Lin Feng, I am not the strongest god. Lao Wu. Damn it. After working so hard to plan for so long, I was defeated by Lin Feng. Shen Dai Lingya. So annoying. Why do you call me a bad woman? Shen Dai Lingya said, Lin Feng, hurry up and return my sister. Lin Feng. Wang Xiaoming. Old Demon King. Novelist. Who are you? Sorry, I am invincible. Speaking, Lin Feng took out the Emperor's belt. Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. 1. Opening Yatares Summoner. Seeking Collection. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Lin Feng stood in the bookstore, silently reading the novel in his hand. Title: Lost Memory. Author: Shenshan Feiyu Zhen. To ordinary people, this is just a novel written by Shenshan Feiyu Zhen. Lin Feng's eyebrows furrowed. As a fan of tokusatsu, he knew that Feiyu from Shenshan had another identity. Kamen Rider Saber Transformer. I've traveled. Lin Feng never expected such nonsense to happen to him. Yesterday, I was still enjoying the latest big movie starring teacher Yu. The next day, I woke up and inexplicably traveled through it. In my past life, I was an orphan and a star-revered figure on a certain Lu novel platform. Lin Feng easily accepts the fact of time travel. Only cannot accept crossing to Kamen Rider Saber. All tokusatsu fans know how dangerous the world of Kamen Riders can be. Dark masked knights, evil faction organizations, fierce and tyrannous monsters, unlucky people can always receive boxed meals here. The world of Kamen Riders is inherently dangerous. Plus, it is unreliable to compare the Kamen Riders of the new era with each other. Previously, there were Yume, a respected teacher, 24 years old, Valkyrie, Mia Dad, and so on. The scratching operations of these people are enough to suffocate. Afterwards, there were Shinto Ryutaro, sage of Fujiya Palace, and Laughing Cavalry Fei Dalian. These guys have a sense of surpassing their predecessors in their scratching operations. Internal strife, riddles, worrying intelligence thanks to the strong leadership of Kamiyama Feiyu, otherwise the Holy Blade City would have been cool long ago. Survive in this world of Kamen Riders. Lin Feng said that there is a lot of pressure. After all, not everyone comes with their own protagonist halo. Lin Feng put down Lost Memory. If possible, he would really like to write an autobiography for himself. It's called About the Things That Happened to the World of Kamen Rider Saber After I Appreciated Teacher Yu's Big Movie. Publishing it on a certain Lu novel platform, readers are not allowed to subscribe to it. Unfortunately. Can't send it out. Lin Feng left the book 1 second ago, and his footsteps suddenly froze the next. Bubble. Similar to the bubbles that I used to play with when I was a child. Colorful bubbles, big and small, float gently in the air. The most eye-catching thing is undoubtedly ahead. That's like a dreamy world where heaven and sea coexist. There is the bluest sky, there are countless floating islands, there are also a series of mysterious creatures resembling whales swimming. It is not an exaggeration to call it the realm of heaven. Countless pedestrians took out their phones and excitedly filmed wildly. Isn't it? Lin Feng's eyebrows were beating violently, and he was unable to roast. The surrounding scene may seem like a dream, but in reality, it is extremely dangerous. Because, this is a precursor to Miguel's appearance. Mikito. The exclusive title for the Kamen Rider Saber series monsters. Whoosh, just as the pedestrians on the street were curiously observing the surroundings. The piercing sound of rapid shooting echoed in the air, followed by a heavy landing on the street floor. Boom boom. Boom boom. Boom boom. Boom boom. The sudden arrival of an object was like a shell, splashing large patches of dust. Cracking. The street floor appears densely covered with cracks resembling spider webs. The cracks spread for several tens of meters before they could finally stop. The nearby buildings all collapsed under the shock force of the explosion. Many pedestrians who only focus on watching dreamy scenes are buried in the ruins of buildings. Blood. The crimson blood flowed freely. The air was filled with a nauseating smell of blood. The real world of Kamen Riders is not a film or television series. The mighty monster possesses various attribute abilities. Kamen Riders can ignore. Ordinary humans cannot do it. Once hit, either dead or disabled. The dust floating in the air slowly dissipated, and an ugly and ferocious figure appeared. Wearing thick armor on the surface of the body, with two huge palms carved from rocks on top of the head. Mikito no. More precisely, it's like a demon like Miguel. A monster that can freely control rocks and soil. Human beings. The demon looked at the panicked pedestrians around him with cold and cruel eyes like Miguel. Destroy it. Humans should not survive in this world. As the sound fell, the demon's arms stretched forward like rocks like Mitos. Phew, phew, two rock fists, like arrows, carried their shadows through the air. Puff. 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 The skill attacks released by the demon like Mito cannot be resisted by human beings. The rock fist easily pierced through several passers-by, splattering blood and organs onto the ground. People who are closer emit heart-wrenching screams of fear and grief. Ding. Detected that the host is in a dangerous environment and the armor system has been successfully activated. Armor system. Gold finger. Lin Feng's eyes flashed with an indescribable surprise. The standard configuration for the traveler has finally arrived. Ding. The newbie gift package has been successfully distributed. Has the host been activated? Open. Lin Feng made a decisive sound. Ding. The beginner gift pack has been successfully opened. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the Yatares Summoner X1. P.S. Cute new books are not easy, kneeling down to ask readers for big flowers, review tickets, and monthly support. 2. Linghe Era. Novelists. Seeking collection. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ding. The beginner's gift package has been successfully opened. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the Yatares Summoner X1. The prompt sound of the armor system rang in my mind. Lin Feng was stunned on the spot. Yatares Summoner. Unexpectedly, the beginner's gift package has opened the Yatares Summoner. As a fan of tokusatsu, he is not unfamiliar with the Yatares Summoner at all. The Yatares Summoner is also known as Thunder Yatares, Elemental Armor, and the Power of Nature. Wait a minute. The key is not its name, but its inherent strength attributes. The Yatares Summoner is the ultimate summoner in the Armored Warrior Nava series. Users can easily control the ultimate, peak, and strongest elements of thunder, fire, water, wind, and earth. There are dozens of summoners in the 5 Armored Warrior series. The Yatares Summoner ranks extremely high. Only a few summoners such as the Emperor's Belt, Shura, and King Catcher are stronger than the Yatares Summoner. Even in the world of Kamen Riders with a wide variety of transformation drivers, the Yatares Summoner also exists in the top part of the pyramid. Lin Feng stood silently in the same spot, appearing to outsiders as if he had been frightened by the demon like Mighty. In fact, he is integrating everything related to the Yatares Summoner. The golden finger is truly a golden finger. With the assistance of the armor system, Lin Feng clearly felt a resonance with the Yatares Summoner. Be careful. An anxious voice came from behind, followed by a figure blocking in front of Lin Feng. Sir, get out of here. A crisp and pleasant sound echoed in my ears. A girl carrying a bag appeared beside Lin Feng. The girl has a high appearance, just like the female protagonist in the Sakura Country comic. Her small face was excessively pale, clearly frightened by the brutal scene around her. Nevertheless, the girl still chooses to help others. Is it her, Kamen Rider Order and the second female lead of the new era? Tatsuya Suto. So to put it this way, the identity of a young man wearing a black hat ahead is self-evident. Kamen Rider Saber Transformer. Kamiyama Feiyu Zhen. The demonic image of Miguel cruelly killed dozens of pedestrians, and the bloody scene scared others to the point of urination and hastily fleeing. Being able to lend a helping hand at this moment. Only the protagonist of the Kamen Rider series can achieve it. You actually use the power of books to harm others. I can't forgive you. Absolutely unforgivable. Shinshan Feiyu's eyes were filled with anger as he stared at a demon like Mito. Magical Majijuo didn't pay attention to the true flying feathers of the divine mountain, accompanied by roaring sounds. The novelist successfully caught the attention of the mighty monster. Humble humans. Go and die. The demon spoke out coldly like Miguel. Phew, the skill was released, and two rock fists rushed towards the divine mountain Feiyu Zhen with the sound of rapid shuttle. The rock fist travels at an extremely fast speed, and there are two lingering shadows in the air that constantly elongate in a daze. Bang! Bang! Shinshan Feiyu was really hit. Lin Feng's gaze fixed. Should one truly be the protagonist? Ordinary people were attacked by rock fists resembling Miguel, and their bodies were pierced and killed on the spot. Shinshan Feiyu was really knocked to the ground and made a painful sound. Death. Not present. Magic like Miguel's attacks do not stop and disappear with just one hit. The rock fist swiftly swept through two arcs in the air, attacking again towards the divine mountain Feiyu Zhen. Bang! 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 The dull sound of attacks echoed one after another. In just about 10 seconds, several dazzling wounds appeared on Shinshan Feiyu Zhen's body. Crimson blood flowed all over the ground. According to the original plot of Kamen Rider Saber, Shinshan Feiyu is about to awaken the Kamen Rider. But now, no movement. Feiyu really? Pseudo Yaya was worried and exclaimed in surprise. Sir, please leave quickly. The delicate girl didn't forget to remind Lin Feng, and then she charged forward with her small feet. Obviously, it is to save the divine mountain Feiyu Zhen. Humble humanity. The demon's ferocious eyes fell on Sato Naoyi like Mito's. You go die too. Whoosh, two rock fists shuttling through the air, separating one to lock onto Tatsuya Suto. Hey! Sato Naoyi was frightened and dumbfounded on the spot, stopping motionless. Yayi! Shinshan Feiyu really roared out loud. I am powerless to save her. At the moment when Sato Naoyi was about to be hit, Lin Feng's figure quickly moved forward. His speed clearly exceeds human limits. When integrating the Yatares Summoner, Lin Feng's physical fitness was specially enhanced by the armor system. The reason is very simple. The Yatares Summoner is not something that ordinary people can use casually. The user's physical condition does not meet the requirements. Transform in the previous second and release the transformation in the next second. If the side effects are significant, they may join the ranks of beach victims. Lin Feng held on to Sato Yayi's slender waist with his left hand, and with his right hand, he pounced his fist. Bang! The rock fist shattered into pieces and fell onto the street. Lin Feng is safe and sound. Sutoya and Yixing's round eyes stared. Oh oh oh. Classic beauty scenes are staged. U1S1, a literary and artistic beauty girl with no makeup or artistic skills. It's very helpless. She has embarked on the path of beauty art and never returns. P.S. The existence of the top of a pyramid does not refer specifically but generally, and all final forms are summarized at the top of the pyramid. If specifically mentioned, the top of the pyramid is nothing more than a king's golden belt when encountering demons. The Star Dragon of the Holy Blade. According to official comic information, when encountering demons, the king already possesses the Star Dragon ability. It seems that all Kamen Riders within 1968 will become a part of the strength of the old Demon King. OK. Mengxin silently cherishes K21. 3. Yen E Queen. Su Teng Yayi. Seeking collection. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Lin Feng easily opened his arms to the young girl in the locust tree. Sato Ai stood in place. The pretty face maintains an OOO facial expression. Before Yen E, her appearance could be given at least 9 points. After Yen E, her appearance can be given a maximum of 7 points. Sir. Take Yayi and leave quickly. The scarred Shinshan Feiyu said weakly and anxiously, I'll shield that monster for you. He wants to get up while speaking. Ah. Shinshan Feiyu fell to the ground in a disheveled state, moaning in pain in her mouth. If an ordinary person were to suffer such harm, they would probably have fainted long ago. Shinshan Feiyu has persevered to this day with his strong willpower. Unfortunately, human state ability is ultimately limited, and novelists are at the end of their power. You guys hide well. Lin Feng looked at Shinshan Feiyu and said softly. With the help of Kamiyama Feiyu Zhen and Sudo Naoi, he disregarded his own safety to protect him. Lin Feng wouldn't even ignore them, he doesn't like to owe favors. Plus, Shinshan Feiyu Zhen and Sudo Yayi are both the main characters in the Kamen Rider Saber series. Don't look at Shinshan Feiyu, who has never awakened the Kamen Rider. A mere demon like Miguel can't even kill him. At this moment, rescuing the Divine Mountain, Feiyu Zhen and Sudo Yayi effortlessly gained their huge favor. Why not do it? Shinshan Feiyu looked at Lin Feng and wanted to continue persuading him to leave. Unfortunately, I was seriously injured and couldn't even say a complete sentence. Jie jie jie. Another lowly and despicable human has arrived, said the demon with a gloomy smile like Miguel, death. All of you must die. From the perspective of the villain alone, the magic like Miguel is simply a benchmark for many villains. Since its appearance until now. No nonsense throughout. Kill anyone you see. Unlike those villainous characters who start being demons after gaining an advantage. Unfortunately, it has offended people who should not have been provoked. Just use you to test the power of the Yatares Summoner. Although the chicken was killed with a knife. It's not just killing chickens with a cow knife, it's completely killing chickens with a dragon knife. Lin Feng's mind moved and the Yatares Summoner appeared in his hand. The appearance of the Yatares Summoner is similar to 6 winged wings, with golden edges shining with a noble golden luster. There is a shield-shaped crystal installed in the middle, with 4 elemental colors of blue, red, purple, and green. On the side are 4 slots used to link 4 element keys. What is that? Shinshan Feiyu Zhen and Sudo Yayi stared blankly at the transformation summoner in Lin Feng's hand. Not only the two of them were surprised. The blue figures hidden in the dark, the cold youth, and the people observing the situation here through various means. Everyone looked at Lin Feng in shock. Transforming into a driver. Surprisingly, there are transformation drivers that are not part of the Holy Sword series. Click, Lin Feng placed the Yatares Summoner at his waist, and the 2 gray-black waistbands automatically secured it. Integrate knowledge and information related to the Yatares Summoner. Lin Feng is not unfamiliar with using it at all. Slowly lift both hands left and right. For transformation keys representing the four elements, namely fire red, water blue, wind green, and deep purple, appeared in the hand. Click. 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 Insert 4 element keys into the 4 card slots on the side. Thunder Yatares, you will represent the power of justice in the world. United. Lin Feng whispered slowly. Separate the Yatares Summoner with both hands left and right. Zizizi Zizizi the Yatares Summoner separated, and dazzling golden lightning instantly enveloped Lin Feng. The magnificent and eye-catching transformation effect stunned the nearby Shinshan Feiyu Zhen and Pseudo Yayi. Armor combination. The sound effect of transformation sounds. Lin Feng successfully transformed into the armored warrior Yatares. The golden light effect flashes throughout the body and slowly dissipates. The appearance of armored warrior Yatares is very cool, mainly in gold and silver white. The most eye-catching among them is the 4 major element badges on the body. The Shionko is a fire element emblem, the left arm has a water element emblem, the right arm has a wind element emblem, the right leg has an earth element emblem. The 4 major element badges are not simple decorations, they are similar to skill buttons media. Transformers can use corresponding elemental abilities by linking with elemental badges. Lin Feng stood quietly. The terrifying and powerful energy atmosphere quickly spread and spread, quickly filling every corner of the street. Ordinary people dare not even have room to resist this force. The special space formed by alternative control of books seems to have become Lin Feng's personal domain. The demon looked at the humans ahead in disbelief, with its terrifying eyes wide open. You guy. Who the hell are you? Me. Lin Feng's colorful eyes shone brightly, I'm just a passing mask. An armored warrior. You have memorized it for me. Armored warriors. The demon resembled Miguel and repeated it, then his body surged with a violent aura. Go to hell. Armored warriors. The demon, like Miguel, roared in anger, and its head with a rock fist emblem shimmered with purple light. Whoosh, whoosh, several rock fists flew out like lightning, suspended above Lin Feng's head. After a pause of about a few seconds, the volume of the rock fist suddenly increased dramatically, turning into huge pieces of rock. Breath. 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 The rocks were like flying shells, bombarding Lin Feng heavily. Colorful eyes lightly glanced at the rock skill descending from the sky, and Lin Feng's right hand gently swept over the fire element emblem in front of Xiong. Fire. The sound effect sounds. Temperature. The street temperature skyrocketed in an instant, making people feel like they are in the depths of a furnace. Fire element energy activation. Lin Feng raised his hand and pushed in the void. A fire dragon condensed by the energy of the fire element flies high into the sky. Boom boom. Boom boom. The sound of thunderous explosions shook, and the skills released by Magitor disappeared and disappeared. Lin Feng's legs curved slightly, and then he leaped upwards into the air. Rider kick. No. No. Skill. Lightning flame kick. Lin Feng's right foot carried a striking burning flame, and deep within the boiling flames, there was a faint electric light like a thin thread. Enter the skill release state. The momentum emanating from Lin Feng's body became increasingly fierce and heavy. Looking at that golden figure is like looking at a mountain that can never be crossed. Bang! A dull kicking sound sounded. The flying kick skill released by Lin Feng. Lightning fierce flame kick, accurately hits the mouth of the demon like Mijido Xiong. Magic like Miguel doesn't even have room for resistance. Armored warrior Yatares directly killed him in a powerful instant. Boom boom. Boom boom. Boom boom. Boom boom. The mushroom cloud-like flames exploded in place, and the body of the demon like Miguel was instantly engulfed by the flames. Lin Feng landed beside the flames in a posture. The golden body shimmered with even more striking and magnificent brilliance against the backdrop of the flames. Has the monster been defeated? Hiding not far away, Sato Ai muttered to herself with an "oh-oh" expression. Shinshan Feiyu really covered his wound and looked ahead. His instinctive intuition told him that the monster was not so easy to die. Roar, roar. Roar, roar. Roar, roar. Roar, roar. P.S. Cute new books are not easy, kneeling down to ask readers for big flowers, review tickets, and monthly support. 4. Invincible Yatares. Seeking collection. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Roar, roar. Roar, roar. Roar, roar. Roar, roar. A deafening roar came from the center of the blazing flames. Lin Feng's powerful flash sail of the magic statue of Miguel appeared again. What's scary is that its body is growing at a speed visible to the naked eye. The increase from just over 2 meters to several tens of meters is even more exaggerated than ordinary high-rise buildings on the street. Those who know that Lin Feng is in the world of Kamen Riders. Those who don't know will surely think that they have traveled to the world of Ultraman. How big? How scary? Pseudo Yayuki's eyes were round and staring blankly at the demon like Mido. Shinshan Feiyu's face turned pale as he covered the Xiongnu's mouth. He was willing to help but powerless. A demon statue that stands tens of meters tall, like Mighty, can crush him into meat sauce with just 1 foot. Pseudo Yayi and Shinshan Feiyu are really panicked and worried. Lin Feng's face showed no signs of panic. The demon-like Mighty appears to be immense and powerful, but in reality, it has no threat at all. Roar. The demon roared and groaned like Mighty, with its grinding eyes shimmering with a tyrannical radiance. Ordinary people who see its eyes are afraid that they will be scared and wet their pants on the spot. Go to hell. The demon, like Miguel, roared with anger and lifted his giant rock fist to charge at Lin Feng. The rock fist has a large area, and Lin Feng is like a flat boat in the sea in front of it. Breath. 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 Before the heavy fist attack arrived, the fierce wind of the fist roared and spread. A strong fist style can effortlessly blow adults away. Hiding not far away, Sato Naoi and Kamiyama Feiyu retreated several tens of meters without being affected. Lin Feng's colorful eyes casually gazed at the pounding rock punch. The attack of the demon like Miguel seems fierce, but in reality, it is as fragile as a paper tiger. As the heavy fist attack approached, Lin Feng's right hand lightly swept over his left arm. Water. Tsunami. Elemental sound effects sound. The energy of water element is instantly activated. The right arm bloomed with a blue water light effect, and the vast ocean-like momentum quickly spread. Just the energy breath of water element can easily crush the magic like Miguel. Lightning roaring fist. Lin Feng took a deep drink. Golden right hand condensing fist, unleashing skills with endless blue radiance. Boom. Water element light effect explodes. The intense and powerful energy directly shattered the tens of seconds high magic statue of Miguel. Countless rock fragments scattered and splashed. Lin Feng's colorful eyes flickered, and he raised his hand to grab a book. More precisely, it is called the Rock King Demon's Alternative Driving Book. This is a book prop that looks quite incomplete on the outside. Pa, a sound similar to the shattering of glass. The Rock King Demon shattered into pieces on the spot like an alternative driving book. Lin Feng casually threw it onto the street floor. There is a direct relationship between the resurrection of the mighty demon and the alternative driving book of the Rock King Demon. The alternative control book is destroyed, and the demon like Mido is completely dead. The dreamy scene around dissipated, and everyone returned to the Holy Blade City. Everything that happened not long ago was like a dream. Ding! The host successfully killed the demon statue Mito, rewarded armor points x1000, and a regular level item treasure box x1. The battle is over. The prompt sound of the armor system comes to mind. Armor points. Prop treasure chest. Lin Feng was momentarily stunned. Sensing the host's confusion, the armor system immediately transmitted relevant information. Armor point. Equivalent to real-world currency, various equipment and props can be purchased in the system mall. Prop chest. Opening the prop chest can randomly obtain rewards for weapons, special items, armor points, and other items. There is a big difference between armor points and item treasure boxes. Lin Feng killed the mighty monster and obtained 100% armor points. As for the prop chest, it is similar to the virtual game that players often play. Killing monsters and obtaining treasure chest rewards all depend on luck. There are a total of 7 levels of props and treasure chests. Ordinary, Intermediate, Advanced, Silver, Gold, Diamond, and Supreme. The higher the grade, the better the reward you will receive. If the European Emperor is possessed, the strongest transformation item in the armor series can also be opened from a regular item chest. The Emperor Belt. That probability, just think about it. In addition to the chance of killing monsters and exploding, the item chest can also be purchased in the system mall using armor points. There is only one way to obtain it through drop and purchase. Kill monsters. Lin Feng's colorful eyes were flawless. From the moment Kamen Rider Saber became an armored warrior in the world, he was destined to fight against the mighty monster. While fighting, he can also become stronger, which is a win-win situation for Lin Feng. Step by step the demon died like Miguel. The resounding sound of footsteps shook. On the side of the street, a figure wearing a black leather jacket and pants slowly walked out. Despite his human appearance, he exuded a ferocious aura even more intense than that of a demon like Mito. Lin Feng's colorful eyes sparkled. It's him. Rachel. One of the 3 members of the antagonist group and also a cadre-level presence. P.S. Cute new books are not easy, kneeling down to ask readers for big flowers, review tickets, and monthly support. Readers, please come in. You are listening at Novelful.audio. Meng Xian is writing a novel for the first time. If there are any problems, please correct them. 500 flowers, plus 1 watch. 500 reviews, plus 1 update. 5 monthly tickets, plus 1 watch. The above are all free props. 1 reward, plus 1 watch. Kneeling down for the support of readers. Regarding the issue of images, I don't know why, but all the images in the Yatares series cannot pass. Kneel down and beg for flowers. Kneeling for evaluation votes. Kneeling for support. Kneel down and beg for flowers. Kneeling for evaluation votes. Kneeling for support. 5. Just a passing armored warrior. You are listening at Novelful.audio. Lin Feng's colorful eyes sparkled brightly. He was a little surprised to meet the Kamen Rider Saber series cadres so quickly. The trick known to tokusatsu fans is that most cadres appear in the post-production stage. Step on, Rachel stopped moving. The cold and arrogant eyes locked onto Lin Feng. More precisely, it is a 6-winged flying wing-shaped transformation prop fixed at the waist. The Yatares Summoner. As an existence that has survived for thousands of years. If it weren't for what I saw with my own eyes. Rachel would never believe that someone was using a non-Holy Sword series driver to transform. A transformation prop I've never seen before. Never seen Kamen Rider form. Completely beyond Rachel's understanding. Therefore, he will take the initiative to appear. You. What kind of person is it? Rachel asked in a deep voice. Me. Lin Feng's mouth slightly grinned and answered in a low voice. I'm just a passing armored warrior, remember it for me. Rachel. What kind of ghost is an armored warrior? Shouldn't it be a Kamen Rider? Having lived for thousands of years, this is the first time I have heard of an armored warrior. Rachel's eyebrows furrowed secretly. Deeply freeze Lin Feng for a few seconds, and the antagonistic cadres turn around and leave. Next time, you won't be so lucky. The antagonistic cadres are very competent and don't forget to say a harsh word before disappearing. Lin Feng's colorful eyes sparkled brightly. With the strong strength of armored warrior Yatares, it's easy to push and pull a 3-person team of GR villains horizontally. Sure. No need. The Kamen Rider Saber world is not as simple as it appears. Annihilation of Rachel's 3-person team, there will definitely be other villains appearing. Instead of facing unknown dangers, it's better to watch the exciting performance of the 3-person team quietly. Especially. Only in battle can one reap rewards. Lin Feng is still waiting for the antagonist's 3-person team to provide him with more mighty monsters. Click. 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 Lin Feng pulled out the key items of water, fire, earth, and wind from the slot of the Yatares Summoner with both hands. The magnificent golden shadow and electric light flicker, exiting the transformation state of armored warrior Yatares. On the other side of the street, Shenshan Feiyu Zhen and Suto Yayi walked slowly, their eyes curiously looking at Lin Feng. Especially the Queen of Beauty in the new era. 2 pink clouds appeared on the snow-white pretty face. When observing Lin Feng, Satoya instinctively thought of the scene of being surrounded by him. That was the first time she had such intimate contact with a boy. Get closer to each other. How handsome. Suto Yayi said silently. The water spirit's eyes unconsciously flashed a shy light. It's not that she's crazy about flowers. Sato Naoi, who has a carefree personality, is not good at hiding herself. What you think in your heart is what you want. Madame Ase Rio next door meets her, and Sampacento will praise this younger generation. Not easy. After many years, there are successors. Cough cough. Shenshan Feiyu covered his wound and coughed violently several times, his voice carrying an indescribable pain. Ordinary people who suffer the same damage as him may have already fainted. In severe cases, there is a risk to life. Shenshan Feiyu only looks disheveled on the outside. I have to admit, the protagonist's aura is strength. Sir, thank you very much for saving us. Shenshan Feiyu spoke gratefully and weakly. Thank you. Sato Naoi quickly thanked him. When speaking, bend your body at a 90-degree angle. The 2 groups ahead naturally unfold. Lin Feng's eyelids twitched repeatedly. When I was chasing Kamen Rider Saber in my past life, I really didn't realize it. The beauty queen is so fierce. How powerful a wicked woman should be, just like Sato Naoi. After a brief exchange, Shenshan Feiyu Zhen, Linghe, and Suto Yayi officially met. Linghe, what is an armored warrior? Can I also become an armored warrior? Shenshan Feiyu held a dirty and messy black hat and urgently asked. Thinking of the bloody scene of the mighty monster killing street residents not long ago. Shenshan Feiyu is truly full of longing for powerful power. Only by protecting urban residents can we fulfill our mutual agreement. The protagonist of the Kamen Rider becomes a transformed armored warrior. I'm afraid even teacher Shirsen wouldn't dare to write about this unfolding. Lin Feng would like to give it a try. Unfortunately, there are currently no extra armor warrior summoners available. Furthermore, Shenshan Feiyu is truly the destined person of the current city. Eventually, he will become the Kamen Rider Saber. Even if the old demon king descends into the Holy Blade City, it cannot reverse his fate. Can't we? Although Shenshan Feiyu had long thought about this answer, Lin Feng himself said it and couldn't help but feel disappointed in his heart. Lin Feng did not provide much explanation. No need. Shenshan Feiyu will eventually gain his own strength. Lin Feng, this is your first time coming to Bond Market. A place you haven't lived in yet, right? Do you want to live with us in the magic book house? Pseudo Yaya raised her small head and sent out an invitation. PS, cute new books are not easy, kneeling down to ask readers for big flowers, review tickets, and monthly support. Thank you very much for the reward from my fellow Taoist, uncle. 1 reward and 1 watch. I was inexplicably moved. Menshin is just a newcomer who has just written a novel. I never thought there would be a reward, but I didn't expect readers to give him a big reward. Thank you very much. Bond City. A fictional city in the Holy Blade series, located in a certain area of the East. As for the statement that the old Demon King cannot reverse his fate, the key lies in the protagonist halo, which has no other meaning. 6. XXX. I have a kind heart. You are listening at novelfull.audio. A dark room in a certain area. The villainous cadre in black leather clothes and black leather pants, Rachel, sat on a chair. Across from him sat 2 figures, one high and one low. They are the remaining 2 members of the villainous 3-man team. Zeus and Strias. Armored warriors. Zeus, with his yellow hair dyed, looked shocked and said, Rachel, what's that? How do I know? Rachel hugged Xion with both hands and gave him a faint glance. Survive for thousands of years. Until I met Lin Feng, I had never heard of the existence of an armored warrior. Rachel is more curious than Zeus to know if the armor warrior is senior. Hey, what do you think? Zeus turned his head and his gaze fell on a young man with long hair. If Lin Feng were here, he would immediately be able to recognize his youth identity. Kamen Rider Saber's ultimate boss. Strias. The most hidden, intelligent, and cunning villain character in the entire drama. He. Stelius grinned softly with a smile on his lips. The laughter was very gentle, and it sounded heart-pounding. As if, there is a dark and cold venomous snake staring at me. What is terrifying is that the deadly venomous snake is hidden in the dark and cannot be detected at all. Based on my observation, armored warriors are like masked knights. The difference is that armored warriors do not use the Holy Sword series transformation drivers. Stelius said slowly. Old Wu didn't care at all about armored warriors or anything. Strias only focused on one key point. Whether the sudden appearance of the armored warrior would affect his plans. The cold light flashed quickly in my eyes. Stelius slowly stood up and arrived at a remote corner of the dark hall. Purple luster. A faint purple luster shimmers. This figure is not a human, but a Kamen Rider Caliba. Can you defeat that armored warrior? Stelius asked him in a low voice. No problem. After a moment of silence, Kamen Rider Caliba responded. Upon hearing the answer, Stelius smiled again on his face. Kamen Rider Caliba can defeat armored warriors without affecting his plans. Even the appearance of armored warriors is not necessarily a bad thing. For example, gather him into one's own team. You don't need to take action. Rachel walked over with a cold face and said, whether it's an armored warrior or a masked knight. I will defeat everything. A team of 3 villains. Rachel has an extremely arrogant personality. The armored warrior killed the demon like Mido, equivalent to hitting his face. How could Rachel allow Kamen Rider Caliba to get involved? Stelius was momentarily stunned, his gaze turning to Rachel, who had a solitary expression. I saw Lao Wu smiling gently, without making a sound to stop him. Obviously choose default. For him alone, it's the same for anyone to deal with armored warriors. Anyway, it must not be involved in his plan. A mysterious hall in a certain area. Compare the dark hall where the 3-member team of Stelius is located. This is the true hall. Slabs, pillars, and magnificent and exquisite building structures. The most eye-catching thing is the front seat. High up. Eye-catching and eye-catching. Extraordinary power. Only the 9-5 Supreme Ones are qualified to sit down. At this moment, a figure wearing a dark red coat sat on it. Due to wearing a coat and hat, it was impossible to see his expression clearly. You can only see the exposed chin. The dark red figure had no other movement, holding a thick book tightly in its left hand. Through subtle expressions, it can be seen that the book is very important to him. Below the glorious hall stands a young girl. The girl has a very high level of beauty, faintly surpassing the Kamen Rider saber. The first female lead. Natsuya Suto. Not only in terms of appearance, but also in terms of height. Even wearing a black coat, it still cannot conceal her advantage. The aura emanating from the young girl was too cold, like a frozen sky and frost, giving people a visual sensation that could freeze them into ice at any time. Monitoring armored warriors. The girl's willow eyebrows furrowed slightly, and her watery eyes looked at the dark red figure sitting above in confusion. That's right. The dark red figure nodded slowly. After listening to the explanation, the cold girl not only had no awakening, but the confused light in her eyes became even thicker. The dark red figure above does not imply further explanation. The cold girl stepped on lotus feet and turned around to leave. In addition to monitoring the Kamen Rider, she has an additional task of monitoring the armored warriors. The tall and delicate figure of the cold girl disappeared. There is one dark red figure remaining in the Grand Hall. Armored warriors. The dark red figure gently rubbed the book with its fingers while murmuring to itself. You successfully caught my attention. I have a kind heart, and if you are useful to me, I can give you a way out. P.S. Thank you for the monthly ticket support from Dao Yu, Border Town. Congratulations to Mengxin, the first big shot to vote monthly. Thank you very much for the support of the 588 V-point reward from fellow Taoists, QQPP 2266. On the first day of publishing the book, some readers greatly rewarded and voted monthly. Thank you for your encouragement. The second reward, add another chapter. 7. Open the treasure chest. Invincible Tuo Duo Summoner. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Lin Feng was unaware of the huge sensation caused by the arrival of the armored warrior. At this moment, he curiously looked at the Magic Book House Mountain. Magic Book House Mountain. As its name suggests, the most common item here is books. All kinds of books are dazzling. In the middle of the Magic Book House is a 3-dimensional model personally made by Kamiyama Feiyu. The 3-dimensional model is extremely exquisite, and the works of model masters are nothing more. Lin Feng's gaze was calm and calm. As a presence with a protagonist aura, he is not surprised that Shinshan Feiyu truly possesses 3,000 skills. Lin Feng, drink tea. The crisp and pleasant voice of Sato Naoyi rang in her ears. She walked cautiously with her hands holding a teacup. A cup of tea. Magical bookstore manager plus owner. Shinshan Feiyu has truly been forgotten. Thank you. Lin Feng said softly. He. Suto Naoi's pretty face bloomed with a happy smile. You're welcome, you're really a lifesaver for me and Feiyu. Lin Feng's gaze flickered. Sato Naoi maintains a youthful posture, and is a graceful and beautiful girl. Unfortunately, they are heading towards the path of beauty art. During her artistic moments, her charm value decreased by at least 30%. I'll tidy up your living room first. Sato Naoi stepped on her little feet and left the hallway of the Magic Book House. The front half of the Magic Book House is the area where Shinshan Feiyuzhen works and receives guests. The latter half is the residential area. The Magical Book House Shinshan may seem small, but in fact, its area is not small, and accommodating more than 10 people is not a problem. If the magic book house were small, wouldn't it become a transit point for Kamen Riders in the human world in the middle and later stages? Sato Naoi was busy jumping forward and forth. The remaining Lin Feng and Shinshan Feiyu Zhen are dressing their wounds. Lin Feng once again witnessed the strength of the protagonist's halo. The injury that an ordinary person struggled to recover after several decades of cultivation. Shinshan Feiyu really regained his vitality in just a few minutes. The maximum time is tomorrow. The true injury of Shinshan Feiyu can be restored to 7788. Sato Naoi enthusiastically tidied up her living room. Lin Feng and the three of them had dinner and went back to their rooms to rest. The scene of the demon-like Miguel killing the residents is still vividly remembered. Shinshan Feiyu Zhen and shooting Yayi may not be able to rest peacefully for a short period of time. The two must digest this extremely cruel fact for them. Lin Feng came to the side of the window and silently gazed at the bright moon at night. This is his first night in the world of Kamen Rider Saber, and his mood is particularly complicated. It's not that I can't accept being reborn through time travel, I just feel unbelievable. Open the character panel. Lin Feng regained his mind and turned his energy to the armor system. As the sound fell, a screen suspended in the air emitted a faint white light. Character. Lin Feng. Gender. Male. Age. 23. Item. Yatares Summoner Prop. Ordinary level prop treasure chest, 1, armor point. 1000. The character panel is similar to the virtual game character panel. Record the general information of the host above. Treasure chest. Lin Feng's eyes sparkled with light. In front of the magic book house, I only focused on chatting with Kamiyama Fuyujin and Sudo Naoi. I actually forgot the treasure chest reward obtained by killing monsters like Mighty Monster. Ding. Has the host opened a regular level item treasure box? Noticing Lin Feng's thoughts. The armor system proactively inquires. Open. Ding. The ordinary level item treasure chest has been successfully opened. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the Tuo Duo Summoner EP1-10. The mechanical sound of the armor system reappeared. Do you have many summoners? Lin Feng was momentarily stunned. The ordinary level item treasure chest opens a lot of summoning tools, is it so lucky? The Tuo Duo Summoner, like the Yatares Summoner, comes from the Armored Warrior Nava series. Before Duanmu Yen obtained the Yatares Summoner, he often used the Tuo Duo Summoner in the middle and later stages. Especially when one person fights against multiple orcs. At a critical moment, pull out the Tuo Duo Summoner to turn the tables and win. The wind head of the auxiliary Kai Summoner directly covers the main Kai Summoner. Navakai fans refer to it as the Invincible Tuo Duo Summoner. The ultimate summoner, the Yatares Summoner, has not been so honored. Lin Feng's mind twitched, and a summoner appeared in his hand. The appearance is mainly rectangular, with flame-shaped decorations on both sides and two wheels inside. The middle is the slot for the linkage element key. The Tuo Duo Summoner is far less magnificent and cool than the Thunder Yatares Summoner. However, its combat power cannot be underestimated. Although Thunder Yatares has a stronger combat power with the wind element than the Tutor Summoner. The Summoner of Tuo Duo came at the right time. If any Makido uses the Thunder Yatares Summoner, the ultimate summoner looks very shameless. For ordinary and even cadre level Makido, the use of the Tuo Duo Summoner is sufficient. Lin Feng retrieved the Duo Summoner from the system space. Meanwhile, in a certain area of the street PS, True Summoner equals Bug Summoner, just its performance in the main drama series. If you don't want to highlight the Yatares Summoner, it's estimated that even the True Summoner can single out the final boss. It's not wrong to call it a Bug Summoner. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. 8. If you're a bad woman, I'll just betray you. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. St. Blade City Street somewhere step by step the sound of footsteps echoing in the dark area, combined with the late-night atmosphere, appears extremely terrifying. The footsteps were getting closer and closer, revealing a figure dressed in black clothing. That long black hair exposed his identity. One of the members of the antagonist's three-person team. Stelius. Strias stopped walking, and in the next moment, his figure suddenly moved to the tall building on the side. Lao Wu, who possesses special abilities, can easily move freely. Stelius stood on the edge of the tall building, his gaze fixed on the location of the magical book house and the sacred mountain. His eyes sparkled with a sinister cold light like a venomous snake. It's chilling. It's terrifying. People dare not confront each other. The cold light that appeared quickly disappeared faster. If you don't observe carefully, it's hard to believe that Stelius would be so terrifying. Stelius, in his usual state, looks like an ordinary high school student. The hibernation is very deep. Armored warrior. I'm quite curious about you. Stelius murmured to himself, taking out a dark and incomplete alternative driving book prop with his right hand. Click, Stelius gently opened it. Ari ka kurajirisu. Ants or crickets. Alternative driving books. A deep sound effect sounded. Boom boom boom. Boom boom boom. The sound of stones falling to the ground shook. A black and white Migido monster, Aunt Migido, appeared in front of Stelius. Aunt Miguel stood obediently in place, his ugly and terrifying eyes staring at Strias. The latter ignored Aunt Mito and once again activated the alternative driving book transformation prop. Ari ka kurajirisu. Ants or crickets. Alternative driving books. The deep sound effects reappeared. Boom boom boom. Boom boom boom. The resounding sound spread deep into the night. Next to Aunt Miguel appeared a Miguel monster with a green upper body and a black and white lower body. Especially its arms, carrying claws that are sharper than sharp blades. It looks like a humanoid cricket in appearance. Cricket Mikido. Similar to the Ant Mijijuo, the cricket Mijijuo's two oval compound eyes looked at Strias. Strias raised his lips and handed a blank book prop to the cricket Mijido. Not long after, the shadow of a huge white book flickered in the deep night. A certain area of the Holy Blade City is shrouded in a book shadow emitting white light. The shadow of the white light book disappeared quickly. Except for a very few people, no one noticed. Strias gently brushed his fingers over his long black hair, turning and leaving without looking back. The next day, early morning. Lin Feng woke up early. Physical fitness is enhanced by the armor system. Sleeping in or something has nothing to do with him at all. Without injury, Lin Feng can rest for a period of time to recover to his peak state. Lin Feng, you're awake. Arriving at the hallway of the magic book house, a crisp and pleasant girl's voice came through. Lin Feng glanced sideways at the sound, his eyes unconsciously moving. Compared to yesterday, Tatsuya Sudo has clearly undergone careful dressing up today. Her light red clothes make her look girlish. Black long hair tied into a pair of ponytails, swaying back and forth as the girl walked. The slender and straight legs were wrapped in black stockings commonly seen among high school girls in Sakura country. Black silk plus double ponytails. The killing power is not as simple as 1 + 1 = 2. This is YYDS, Eternal Drip of God. Rao is Sato Naoi, who has a carefree personality. Feeling Lin Feng's gaze, two pink clouds quickly appeared on the girl's pretty face. Lin Feng, if you're hungry, you can have breakfast first. I'll go shout, Feiyu really eats. Sato Naoi spoke in a somewhat flustered manner as she stepped on her small feet and left the hall. Heart. Jumping so fast. Lin Feng's gaze flickered dimly. Kamen Rider Saber Series, due to the rescue of Sato Yayi by Shin Don Taro. Queen Yanyi's liking for him exploded, far exceeding that of the sages of Fujia Palace, Shinshan Feiyu Zhen, and others. It seems that, this favor transferred to oneself. Lin Feng does not reject it. What tokusatsu fans all know. When the female lead of the Kamen Rider series appears, the barrage is filled with, "This is my wife." Especially the bad women in the Kamen Rider Saber series. I don't know how many people choose to defect and join Al-Qaeda in the South. Everyone is LSP now. As a fan of tokusatsu in her past life, Lin Feng naturally had a natural fondness for the female lead in the Kamen Rider series. A very normal thing. Pseudo Yayi shouted to awaken the divine mountain Feiyu Zhen, and the three of them sat at the dining table. Whether intentionally or unintentionally, Sato Yayi chose Lin Feng's side and had breakfast with her head down. Click, while the three were dining, the door of the magic bookstore suddenly opened. P.S. Cute new books are not easy, kneel down and beg for flowers. Kneeling for evaluation. Kneeling down for the support of readers. The name of Shinshan Feiyu True Bookstore. The translation in A Certain Penguin is Fantasy Bookstore Shinshan. The current search term for Mengshin. Magic Book House Divine Mountain. It's all in the same place, not necessarily a translation error. Qingming outing in happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. 9. Armored Warriors. No. I am the Kamen Rider. You are listening at Novel.Audio. The door of the magical book room suddenly opened. Step by step. Step by step. A heavy and powerful sound shook. Very powerful. Lin Feng and the others could clearly feel the floor shaking under their feet. What is that? Sitting next to Lin Feng, Sato Naoi's eyes were round and wide, and her classic, facial expression went live. On the other side, Shinshan Feiyu's face was also surprised. Step by step. Step by step. The vibration is still ongoing. A young man riding a lion entered the hallway of the magic book house. It is not a common ferocious beast in zoos, but rather a wild lion with a metallic blue sheen shining on its body. Pseudo Yayi's small body instinctively hid behind Lin Feng, as if there was an endless sense of security by his side. Lion. Surprisingly riding a lion. Sato Naoi exclaimed in surprise. The young man riding the blue lion smiled slightly. I have seen in your book that in your culture, it is impolite to wear dirty shoes when entering the door. But the lion's feet are also very dirty. Pseudo Yayi blinked her clear and transparent big eyes and said. The voice of Queen Yanyi fell, and the young man's face suddenly changed. He flipped over and jumped down in panic. The blue light flickered, and the blue lion transformed into a book prop and returned to his hands. Lin Feng finished breakfast on the plate. The scene before us can be considered one of the personal name scenes of Kamen Rider Blades. Compared to the mutual confession between the main and second riders in the middle and later stages. The current scene is only for the younger brother. Sorry, I'm not used to your world yet. Let me introduce myself. I am Shinto Luntaro from the Sword of Truth. It's okay. Don't worry. I'm not a suspicious guy. Shinton Luntaro spread out his hands and wore an extremely eerie smile on his face. You're clearly suspicious, okay. Su Tingya is behind Lin Feng, and is unable to roast. Shinshan Feiyu stared closely at the transformation prop in the hands of Shinton Luntaro. Luntaro, are you also an armored warrior? Armored warriors. Shinton Luntaro's expression paused, and then he thought of something and looked at Lin Feng. Turns out he's an armored warrior. Yesterday, the city street faced off against the battle demon Megiddo, and Shinto Luntaro was also nearby. I am not an armored warrior, I am a Kamen Rider. Kamen Riders. Blades. Shintan Luntaro explained. Kamen Rider. Pseudo Naoi's big eyes flowed back and forth between Lin Feng and Xian Teng Luntaro. First there are armored warriors and then there are masked knights. Rao is the carefree Sato Naoi, and she knows that her future life will not be peaceful. Kamen Rider Blades. Shinshan Feiyu murmured softly, his gaze once again turned to Shintan Luntaro. Luntaro, what's up with you going to the magic book house? I'm here to find him. Shintan Luntaro raised his hand and pointed to Lin Feng. Lin Feng. Are you looking for Lin Feng? Hiding behind her, Sato Naoi lost her voice and moaned softly. Not to mention her, Lin Feng was very surprised. Since ancient times, red and blue have produced CP. Shouldn't Shinto Luntaro be looking for the divine mountain Feiyu? Good guy. Tang Air Chi surprisingly did not act according to the script. So your name is Lin Feng. New Tang Luntaro is walking with great strides towards the meteor. When his gaze saw the sumptuous breakfast on the dining table, he unconsciously swallowed his mouth and water. Gudong. I tried hard to swallow my mouth and water. New Tang Luntaro no longer focuses on delicious breakfast. Lin Feng, do you want to join the Sword of Truth Northern Al-Qaeda? Shinto Luntaro issued an invitation. Yesterday, armored warrior Yatares faced off against the battle demon Megiddo. The person from Al-Qaeda in the north knew everything that happened on the city streets through special means. So she instructed Shinto Luntaro to try inviting Lin Feng to join the Northern Al-Qaeda organization. Mysterious Transformation Driver. Mysterious Linkage Transformation Props. She is also extremely curious about Al-Qaeda in the north. Stelius from the antagonist trio and the dark red figure of Al-Qaeda in the south. Curious, but also eager to gather the unknown armored warriors under his command. She of the Northern Al-Qaeda hopes that Lin Feng will stand on the side of justice. Use your own powerful power to protect humanity against Miguel. I refuse. Lin Feng didn't even want to answer directly. The southern base is also good, northern organizations are no different. He has no interest at all. Rather than being constrained by his own freedom, Lin Feng prefers freedom and freedom. Shintan Luntaro nodded silently, clearly thinking that he would be rejected. The two riders did not entangle too much. Unknown form. Unknown transformation drive. Unknown origin. Everything about Lin Feng is too mysterious. The Northern Al-Qaeda she has repeatedly reminded Shinto Ryutaro not to provoke Lin Feng. New Tang Luntaro, whose duty is to organize orders, naturally won't act recklessly. Lin Feng, I hope one day you are willing to join the Sword of Truth. Northern Al-Qaeda Organization. Shintan Luntaro said again. The voice is sincere and genuine. He was adopted by the Sword of Truth organization since childhood, and he has blind trust and favoritism towards the organization. In the heart of Shinto Luntaro, joining the Sword of Truth is a good thing. I hope there will be such a day. Lin Feng gave him a deep glance. New Tang Luntaro is like a brainless fan of chasing stars. Before the Lord of Truth causes trouble, no one can shake the position of the Sword of Truth organization in his heart. That's also why in the middle of the term, Shinto Ryutaro would strike a sword at Kamiyama Hideyoshi. Thanks to Shinshan Feiyu's exceptional abilities. With his own efforts and Yuri's assists, he bravely withstood that period of pitfall. Shintan Luntaro didn't know what Lin Feng was thinking. Go to the magic bookstore and complete the task. Shinto Luntaro took out a prop in the shape of a book. Gate. The sound effect sounds. A strange entrance appeared in the bookstore lobby. Any door? Sato Naoi was stunned. No. This is the door to books. You can use it to go to the space where Mikito is located, explained Shinto Luntaro with a smile. I want to defeat Miguel, otherwise the whole world will be destroyed. Battle. Upon hearing Shintang Luntaro's words, Lin Feng raised his eyebrows. P.S. Cute new books are not easy, kneeling down to ask readers for support from flowers, monthly tickets, and review tickets. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th.